I recently picked up a pair of 1985 Bred Air Jordan 1s, and I'm telling you right now, yeah, it may only took me 4 days to get them, but man, it definitely took a lot of work to get the shoes. So before we get into the full story of the sneaker and how I got it, I also want to let you guys know I will be giving you guys a slight review and some of the details of the sneaker, talking about the history and going over that as well. So make sure you stick around for that later in the video. Oh yeah, and if you didn't know by now, my name is DJ, and this is the DNA Show. So as you guys know, the 85 Bred Air Jordan 1s have been hitting the scenes over the past couple weeks, and they released 10,000 pairs throughout the country. Well, I knew I was going to be picking that pair up, but I was like, I want to do a comparison against a 1985 pair, and I want them for my collection because that's one of my grails. Even though the 85 Royal is on my list for grails, these things are like just another step above. So about a week ago, I was thinking about it and I was like, bruh, I remember a year ago, I was at Seth Fowler's house and he had a size 13. He told me if I could get him a size 9, he'd be down to trade me. So then my wheels started to turning. I was like, I traded shoes to get the Royals so I could do the same thing, but this time I gotta get the Breds in a size 9 to be able to trade those to him, and hopefully I can get those for a better price because the size 13 is a little bit more, but then again, the condition is a bigger factor, so I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna work. But either way, at the end of the day, I could still get a size 13 if I really wanted to, but then I don't know how this is gonna play out. And can I do this in time? Because I'm going to Philadelphia on Friday, and that's where Seth Fowler lives. So I said, haha, I have an idea. I'm gonna take some sneakers from my collection. I'm gonna get rid of those. I'm gonna sell them to Soul Steals. They're gonna cash me out real quick. I'm gonna take the money and immediately buy the size 9. The question is, where am I gonna find the size 9? So I started scouring through eBay, and then I thought about it. The homie over at Curated Van makes sense. He has a ton of pairs, and I'm always seeing him posting the small sizes because those are just easy to come by. So I started scouring through his website, and I realized he had a couple pairs, but now the question is, how much do I want to spend? And can I still get a good pair in the right quality to still make Seth happy? So I said, you know what? Here's a really clean pair online. I'm gonna go ahead and get him these. I know they're cleaner than the pair that he has for me, but at the same time, with value in a size 13, they could be worse condition, but still cost more because they're just so much harder to find. So in my head, I was like, you know what? That's a wash, even trade. Let's make it happen. I immediately sent him the money. Next thing you know, the shoes were at my doorstep. So yeah, flew to Philly, was going for SneakerCon, hit him up, and I was like, bro, you ain't gonna believe this. I got the shoes. Oh, we got the shoes. So he was obviously hyped because now he was able to get his girl in his size, and he knew that he could just trade his pair for my pair and we were gonna be good to go. But now there was another dilemma. We were supposed to meet up Friday night when I got in town, and he said he couldn't make it anymore. So now I was even more antsy waiting until Saturday morning to finally meet him and make the trade. So I ended up going over to his office and we ended up shooting a podcast, and he actually brought these out for the trade, but I didn't show him the pair that I had got for him because I wanted to record his reaction once we got to SneakerCon. So by the time we got to SneakerCon, I'd say, hey, let's get set up, let's get all our booths set up, and then eventually, you know, let's make it happen before the doors open. Hopefully we can do it right around that time. So doors open around 12. We did it just after that, and he came over to the booth, and this is what happened. I've been looking for a size 13. Okay. I needed them this week. You made my dreams come true, so I had to make sure yours did too. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. I'm excited. I'm stoked. Oof. Oof. Let's go. Wow, they feel so small after the size 13s that I've had for so long. Wow, the condition on these is crazy. Look at that. Oh my gosh, they're so soft. That's amazing, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now we officially got something together. Now we did it. We did it. We finally did it. Amazing. Bro, that's so crazy. This is gonna look good in the background of my displays. Finally making their way to their new home. They're so clean, man. That's crazy. So at the end of the day, two happy campers when it comes to this trade. And I came back home, I ended up wiping these down, got some of the dust off, hit them with some mink oil. Shout out to the homie Flippin' Kicks. He was the one that gave me the suggestions on that. Brought these shoes back to life, gave them a little bit more vibrancy when it comes to the red and the blacks. And overall, I'm still excited to show you guys these. I did a little bit of scrubbing on the right foot just to kind of see how the dirt would come off. And honestly, it cleaned up pretty well. So now I might consider cleaning the entire shoe, but also at the same time, I'm trying to see if they're wearable because I do want to rock these. Also, I feel like these just aged and look so great how they are right now. Like, I don't want to like modify it too much, you know what I'm saying, clean it up too much and like touch it up and everything. People are like, you gonna touch them up, you gonna do this? I'm also like, I don't know, I like how it is right here. So apparently the story, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure this was a story if I remember. I think he told the story in the YouTube video. Actually, let's cut to that.
I actually just grabbed these from a friend who found these in somebody's garage on Facebook Marketplace, and he like had them legit checked. He cleaned them up, and he sold them to me for a good price. And then I think I bought them for $1,100, and then he gave the $1,100 back to the dude because the dude had no idea what he had.
Right.
And it was so cool of him, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. He drove all the way out from I think it was Tennessee, and just gave them to me for a good price.
So as you can see, another great wholesome story when it comes to this pair, and I know that these have finally come to another good home as well. So from one home to another, to another, to another, and finally here, I'm very, very excited to have these in my collection. Now, when it comes to the history of this sneaker, if you guys don't know, this is the shoe right here. Hey, real quick, just wanted to let you guys know we're getting really close to 400,000 subscribers, so I need you guys to hit that subscribe button right now. Take a quick second to do that, and also run up the likes for me. Help it get to 1,000 likes on the video as well. Now let's go ahead and get back to it. And oh yeah, my bad. Just so you know, when we get to 400K, I got a big giveaway coming, so make sure you guys subscribe. Michael Jordan was banned for wearing the black and red Air Jordan 1s. Well, at least that's what everybody thought. Really? It was the Nike Airship. This was the shoe that got banned. But because this was right before Michael Jordan was debuting his new Air Jordan 1 model, they decided to use that for the campaign and made this shoe a part of the ban campaign and showed him rocking them on the commercial. So over all these years, a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people thought that this was the sneaker that originally got banned. And again, I have a ton of different Breds in my collection, even the banned ones from like, what was that, 2011 or something like that. But basically I say this to say there's a ton of banned and different retro iterations over the years as well. So if you guys want to see a full breakdown and history of this sneaker, please let me know. I can get into that. There's fly knits and low tops and cleats and this, that, the others. There's a ton of different versions. So I would love to break that down and give you guys the full lineup in chronological order from then to now over the past 40 years and where we have come, because so much has changed from the styles and cuts and materials from this original to now the current day retros, even the 85 retro that recently released. So please stay tuned for those reviews as well. So after looking at all the detailed shots of the sneaker and hear the story about how I got them, let me know what you guys think about the whole process down below. Was it worth it? Did I waste my time? Did I get a grail? Is this something that you would also do to get a pair of shoes in your collection? And if you have a pair of 1985 Air Jordan 1s or this colorway in particular, please let me know your story about how you got yours. I would love to hear it. So I think that's gonna do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. That was me just kind of documenting my process of how I got this sneaker. Again, stay tuned for more reviews. We'll have those coming soon, and I'll see you guys in another one. Oh yeah, don't forget, 400K subs. We got to get there ASAP. Big giveaway coming soon.
I would never let you down, it's in my DNA. The only choice I like to make, what I'ma wear today. I would never let you down, it's in my DNA. The only choice I like to make, what I'ma wear today. I was made for it, it's in the DNA.